Right, guys, it's the Cheeky Git back with another video on the Simmons channel. I'll be taking over for this year's World Cup content. Now, guys, what I've got here for you today is my predictions for the World Cup in the USA. World Cup 2026. I'm absolutely buzzing for this one, guys. If you're buzzing too, be sure to leave a like in the comment section below. Now, Group A. Let's just get right into it, guys. Group A. Mexico are one of three host nations, along with the USA and Canada. So I think they're going to be likely to top the group here. Next up, I think Korea have a strong team. Kim Jong-un has whipped them into shape, I'm sure, ahead of this competition. So I'm going to go with them to escape the group. Then I think Czech Republic, they've got Petr Cech, some other good players as well. I think they're good value, and they could probably creep through in third. Now onto Group B. We've got Canada, another host nation here, B, Qatar, and Switzerland. So some stacked teams here. I think Switzerland is going to top this group. Canada in second. Qatar are a sneaky team. Bosnia, Herzegovina really only have Edin Dzeko. Can't think of anyone else, so I think they're going to end bottom. Now, Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. You know, this could kind of go either way. I'm going to go a bit rogue here. I think Morocco top the group, Brazil second, Scotland third, Haiti in last. Sorry, mate, but they're just happy to be there, I think. Now, Group D, some are calling it the group of jest. I call it the group of death. Any of these teams could realistically finish top. I think it's going to be Turkey, USA, Australia. Watch out for Mo Toure and that Nestroy Irankunda. They could be sneaky players coming into this World Cup, and Paraguay in last. I think Australia get through on points as a third place team. Now, Group E. I think Ecuador are a solid team. Ivory Coast are not too bad. Curacao, you can't expect them to do much here. Might even be their first World Cup, so they're just happy to be there as well. Think Germany can top the group. Ecuador very solid defensively, and Ivory Coast could, do an upset or two, but that's what I'm going to go with now. Netherlands, I think they're the favourite for this group. Tunisia, we remember that defensive midfielders game against someone. Got him and moved to Man United, only for him to be sold a year later. I'm going to go Japan in second. They've got unity, fighting spirit, and some quality players. Sweden in third because, look, they have some talented players. Isak, Gyökeres, Victor Gyök. But honestly, Graham Potter's their coach and he's shit. Moving on, Belgium top this group, easy. Egypt second. Egyptian King Mo Salah probably, maybe in his last World Cup for Egypt, will want to do something for them. And then Iran and New Zealand, you can chop or change them. For me, I don't think either of them are progressing much further. Group H, Spain, Starboy, Lamine Yamal. They're definitely one of the heavy favourites for this tournament. And I think the rest of the group is I feel like that's the pick. Uruguay in second, Saudi Arabia and Cape Verde rounding it out. Saudi Arabia, of course, had that surprise upset win at the last tournament against the eventual winners, Argentina. Messi's Argentina. Give them a bit of a jock. Group I, you got to back France. Norway in the same group. They're cooking something. I think Haaland could score a lot of goals at this World Cup. Iraq and Senegal. I think Senegal get through. Iraq, I don't see you doing anything. Group J, Argentina, the favourite for me. Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Not much else to say there. Could be some surprise results. I don't think Argentina get 9 points from this one, but we'll see how they go. Group K, Portugal. I think they're also a heavily favourite team along with France and Spain. DR Congo, I think that is. But we're going to go Colombia. Some great players there. Luis Diaz, phenomenal player for Liverpool. Cracking season for Bayern Munich. And I think that's how we'll round it out. Uzbekistan could do something, perhaps. See how they go. Group L, I think England are probably the favourite for this tournament, despite secret agent, double agent Tuchel leaving our star boy Phil Foden at home along with Cole Palmer. I think we've got what it takes to bring it home, don't you think, guys? And then I think to round out the group, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Now, the best third place teams. Let's pick this. I got to pick the teams. I got to pick 8 teams that I think will get the most points in their group. How many I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? 8 teams get through. Jesus. This competition's just an absolute joke, isn't it? Algeria, Uzbekistan, I think. And we'll back Ghana there. Now let's pick the knockout rounds. Ooh, Germany versus Australia. Wow. Germany get through there, but don't count those Aussies out. Next game, France-Sweden. Definitely a tough round of 32 fixture if you're France. You would expect an easier game in the round of 32, but Sweden are no slouch. I think France still get through. And what a game we have for us in the round of 16. That is just unbelievable. Korea and Canada. Canada have the home advantage. I think Korea get through there. Another fantastic round of 32 fixture. This is, of course, because I've predicted Brazil won't top their group. Netherlands and Brazil, that's going to be disappointment for either team that gets knocked out here, but Carlo Ancelotti, I think he's got enough to get Brazil through there. Croatia and Colombia, I'm going to go Colombia. I think Croatia's run is over, but we've counted them out for many years before, and it's come to bite us on the ass. Spain against Austria, I think they walk through that game. Turkey and Qatar, I think Turkey pip that one. Belgium and Senegal, tough game. Senegal have shown they can get over the line. They can make a game very tough, as we saw in the AFCON. I think Belgium are missing out on that one. Morocco and Japan. I do love me some Japanese, but do they have enough to get through here? I think Morocco have a quality team. Sorry, Japan. Ecuador versus Norway. Mark this one down as a potential upset. Ecuador are very solid defensively, but I think Haaland will be too much for them. Mexico and Scotland. I think Mexico get through. Scotland would be happy with a knockout round finish. England versus Uzbekistan. I think they've just been given an absolute free pass there. I'm gonna swap this around. We want some drama in the round of 16. Scotland, England, round of 16. That will be absolute scenes. So we're gonna go with that. Argentina, Uruguay. That is a spicy one. Wow, what a game that is. I think Argentina win. USA versus Egypt. I don't think either of this team can win the game. So it's a question of who's going to lose it. I think USA have the home advantage. I think they can get to the round of 16 there. Switzerland versus Ivory Coast. I'm going to back Switzerland. And we're going back Portugal to beat Ghana. Now we go back to the top. Germany versus France in the round of 16 is a phenomenal game. I think France get that one done. And we're going to go Brazil beating South Korea in the round of 16. Colombia versus Spain. Spain get the job done there. And I'm going to back Senegal to get to a quarter-final of the World Cup. I think they just have a very resilient team. Turkey have shown a lack of quality in recent years. Senegal, I think, get over the line there. Norway and Morocco. I think Morocco's run ends there. Might be overhyping Norway too much, but they did score a lot of goals in the league phase of the qualification. Now we've got an absolutely stunning game here. I'd say an international derby. Scotland versus England. I think England get through that one, but that will be a fantastic game to watch without noisy neighbours. Argentina beat USA, and they would be happy with a round of 16 exit there for the host nation. And Portugal, I think, beat Switzerland there. Now back to the top. An absolutely cracking game here. I think you can say that the World Cup has officially started once we reach the qualifying quarterfinal round. There's a lot of dead teams in the round of 32. There's some good matchups in the round of 16, but here is where we get to the best of the best. France versus Brazil. I'm going to pick France to win that one. I think they just got quality in bodes. Spain beat Senegal in the quarterfinal. I think that's a fair result. Norway versus England. I think England can get over the line there. They've got unity. They've got more quality throughout the team. I think they can get it done. And lastly, what a matchup we have here. Two GOATs against each other in the quarterfinal. I think we'll be seeing this happen. I think this will happen at this World Cup. We'll get Messi versus Ronaldo. A final last hurrah. Head-to-head game would be absolute cinema. I'm going to go for Portugal. I think Portugal could get the job done. Argentina won it the last time around, of course. I don't think they're as hungry anymore. Portugal have a great midfield, great team. Now we're on to the semi-final. France versus Spain. Spain surprised me at the Euros. I think they'll do it again. Lamine Yamal, he can do it again. Spain are in the final. And now this is a tricky one. England versus Portugal. I don't know if England can do it. I always say it's coming home. But I think Portugal have a better team. That midfield should run rings around the English midfield. They've just got so much quality in there. And we've got Portugal versus Spain in the final. You know what? It's coming home, guys. England is winning the World Cup. England beat Portugal. England beat Spain. And we lift the trophy for the first time in about 60 years or 40 years. There we go. We've picked England as our champion. There we go, guys. That's my prediction. Be sure to share your World Cup bracket with your friends. That's what I've picked. Let me know what you guys have picked in the comments below. I want to hear your predictions. And yeah, get hype for the World Cup, guys. I'm the Cheeky Git on the Simmons channel for this World Cup run. Vamos, coolers. Come on, England. It's coming home. Let's go.